Absolutely. So we are going to nerd out about how design thinking is the best methodology for hiring talent for organizations, because it focuses on the human, right, the candidate, but it also really ensures that we're meeting the business needs. Absolutely. So design thinking is a methodology that you use when you're trying to solve a challenge, a problem, trying to find a solution, and you want to focus on the audience. So who are you actually solving that problem for? So you're really trying to gather insight about them, then be able to create ideas that would actually help solve that problem. Be able to, you talked about prototyping, being able to find that quick, easy way to show how that solution might work, be able to get feedback on that, be able to understand if it's going to work or not. If it's not going to work, fail fast, right? So that you're not failing in front of your audience. And then be able to take the solution that works, implement it, but then do the iteration piece, which is all about continuing to evolve that solution. You got to ask for feedback. You got to, learn from your audience, and you have to do it yourself. So if you haven't applied to your own jobs, if you haven't gone through your own interview process, if you haven't taken the time to truly see the candidate side, to get that empathy going, you're never going to have good candidate experience.
Welcome to the Improvement Nerds podcast, where we host conversations about the things that nerd us out with one goal in mind: sharing best practices and sharing techniques and tools that will allow us to make lasting change. In each episode, we'll feature a different idea, and hopefully through that episode give you a set of new tools, new skills, and new thinking that'll allow you to change how you do your work, how you lead others, and how you show up in your life. We're so excited that you've chosen to nerd out with us. We hope that these episodes are exactly the things that you need to hear in order to get started in making the improvements that you want to see happen in the world. If these episodes speak to you, please subscribe to our podcast, like what we're doing, and leave a comment.
They have difficulty even doing that change management to be able to move forward. And unfortunately, a lot of times, I think that happens a lot in human resources. It's hard to change because they want it to be perfect. If you even look at, if you talk to people who are in a business and they ask about their HR person, they literally assume that HR person's perfect. They do everything right. They know all the rules, all the policies. So there's this high expectation of HR professionals to do it right and get it right the first time. And so a lot of times that will put fear into wanting to iterate, wanting to experiment and try things. And that's the problem. We don't bring our authentic selves to work. We can't, right? You have this facade that you put on, and I did it all the time when I was in corporate HR. There was a facade. I wasn't allowed to go to the happy hours with my hiring managers. I wasn't allowed to kind of break free and have fun and show my horrible humor that I have. I had to kind of be prim and proper, and I had to sit correctly. I mean, at one point, I sat at the front desk, and my manager would be like, "Jodi, stop slouching. You have, literally, it's like I couldn't even have a bad day. You couldn't have a bad day in front of them. But if you would go into the closed door conversations with the HR people together, you got to see the true HR people. You got to see that we made mistakes, that we didn't know what to do all the time, and that but that wasn't allowed to be seen in front of your customer. It's an interesting one. But yeah, we are fun and we are inquisitive and we want to learn stuff, but it's just, how can we do it and feel comfortable doing it in front of our stakeholders? Because we are in front of our stakeholders at all times.
Margaret Mead said it best when she shared that one should never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, that it was the only thing that ever had. I couldn't agree more. Let's get busy, Improvement Nerds. We got a lot of work to do.